Good evening, and welcome to the Spanish Castle. My name is Jack Roberts, and tonight I'm proud to present from Nashville, Tennessee, and the Grand Ole Opry, the Texas troubadour himself, Ernest Tubb.
I'm telling you, I wrote Ernest Tubb so many times I put the 3 B's on Tubb. Thank you all very much. You certainly are real wonderful people. I've been sitting over there writing, but I've been listening too, and I think you have enjoyed Cal Smith, Jack Green, Leon Rose, Buddy Charlton, Jack Drake, all the troubadours. Let's give all of them a nice hand. How about it? Let's give our ex-Texas troubadour, our ex-drummer over there that's the engineer tonight, Jan Curtis. Let's give Jan a nice hand, our recording engineer over there. Good to see you again, Jan. That boy does everything, I'm telling you. He's got a lot of talent. Right now, we'd like to try to answer a few requests. Here's one that I bet you some of you haven't thought of in a long time, and I promised the folks we'd do it, called Driving Nails in My Coffin. Leon? Driving nails in my coffin over you. I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Every time I drink a bottle of booze, I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Lordy, driving those nails over you. Ah, Leon. That we parted. I've been so sad and so blue, he missed nail. I'm always thinking of you, love, and I just can't quit drinking that old booze. I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Every time I drink a bottle of booze, I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Lordy, driving those nails over you. Let you hear you drive a while, bud. Now you turn me down, you don't want me. There's nothing now I can lose. My coffin, and worrying my darling over you. I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Every time I drink a bottle of booze, I'm just driving nails in my coffin. Lordy, driving those nails over you. Boy, I'm telling you, I thought that one of those jealous husbands in Las Vegas had done caught up with Leon and shot him. Bless his heart, he's been standing there for 5 minutes trying to take my picture, and finally when he got enough room where he could take it, the bulb exploded. Son, you scared me plumb out of them nails. I'm not kidding you. If you think you scared me, you can imagine how Leon felt. He's nervous anyhow ever since Las Vegas.
Me. We have a newly married couple down here tonight. These folks just got married, and they want you to sing something pretty for Mr. and Mrs. Mickey.
Yes, and Mr. and Mrs. Mickey, and we had some other some folk, Mackey, Mr. and Mrs. Mackey, bless your heart. It's good to have you with us. We had some folks too, 3 or 4 couples that are celebrating their wedding anniversaries, and bless your hearts, I have forgotten your names, but we'd like to sing this next song for Mr. and Mrs. Mackey and all the folks who are celebrating their wedding anniversaries tonight. I think this is kind of an appropriate song. It's one of my favorites, written by Leon Payne, that I recorded especially for my missus back home, Oline Tubb. One called I Love You Because, Leon. I love you because you understand, dear, every single thing I try to do. You're always there to lend a helping hand, dear. But most of all, I love you 'cause you're you. No matter what the world may say about me, I know your love will always see me through. I love you for the way you never doubt me. But most of all, I love you 'cause you're you. Hallelujah. I'm gonna make you play it again. I'm gonna sing it right, yeah. Happiness you've opened wide. No matter what may be the style or season, I know your heart will always be true. I love you for 100,000 reasons, but most of all, I love you 'cause you're you. Thank you very much. That's one of my very special favorites, and that was for all those special people that I mentioned a while ago. Cal was talking to me here in one ear and made me forget the words. I don't think I ever got them straightened out, but the idea and the thought is there anyhow, and I hope you did enjoy it just a little bit. Right now, though, here's one that we promised quite a ways back, and I've got to do this one because this is about my home state of Texas, and we promised the folks we'd do one called There's a Little Bit of Everything in Texas. There's a little bit of everything in Texas. Just look around and you will see. There's a little bit of everything in Texas, and a whole lot of Texas in me. There are 47 states around it, and each of them have treasures of their own. And everything they boast of I sure found it, but we've got them all right here at home. Now if you love old sunny California, or perhaps the hills of Tennessee, no matter what you love, just come to Texas, and I'll bet my boot you will agree. There's a little bit of everything in Texas, and really I'm not bragging, you see. There's a little bit of everything in Texas, and a whole lot of Texas in me. Oh, Leon. He's from Dallas. If you love old sunny California, or perhaps the hills of Tennessee, no matter what you love, just come to Texas, and I'll bet my boot you will agree. There's a little bit of everything in Texas, and really I'm not bragging, you see. There's a little bit of everything in Texas, and a whole lot of Texas in me. Boy, that's one of my favorites, I'll tell you. Thank you very much. You know, Red Foley's always asked me, he said, what in the world have y'all got out there in Texas you're so doggone proud of? I said, son, don't worry about what we got, just think about how much we got of it, you know. You can take a boy out of Texas, but you never take the Texas out of the boy, I'll tell you for sure. Here's a song, speaking of Texas, here's the first song I ever recorded for Decca Records back in 1940, April the 4th, 1940, and I promised some friends that we'd sing it tonight. Leon, My Blue-Eyed Elaine. Side by side we'll roll along, sweetheart, you and I. And to you I'll sing this song as the years go passing by. Times may be good or they may be bad, but you never frown. I couldn't find a sweeter pal if I searched the whole world around. Blue-eyed Elaine, you're the sweetest thing, and I love you so. And you'll always be the same, no matter where we go. We'll travel here, we'll travel there, and we'll never part. You'll always be my blue-eyed Elaine, and I'll be your sweetheart. Oh, Leon. We'll just keep traveling on with our heads held up high. And when I gaze into your eyes, your heart and soul I'll claim, then you'll know the reason why I love you, blue-eyed Elaine. Blue-eyed Elaine, you're the sweetest thing, and I love you so, and you'll always be the same, no matter and I'll be your sweetheart. Thank you so very much. Incidentally, before I forget it, several folks asked me if Leon was going to sing tonight. Bless his heart, he's got a real bad cold and almost got laryngitis. Come over here and prove you can't even talk, Leon. Say hello to the people. I really can't, no kidding. He can't, no. He would love to sing for you because he sings every night, but we'll have to just look over Leon tonight because he'd be happy to if he could. But that old singing bus driver back there, that old boy, I never ever heard of him having laryngitis. I'm telling you, I don't know where he is, but we're going to, he's probably disappeared now. So instead, right now I done forgot that girl's name, doggone it. But we've had quite a few requests for another old timer here, and I hope that he'll forgive me. He wanted me to do this for his girlfriend, I think, or something. One called Slipping Around, and I forgot her name. Leon? Seems I always have to slip around to be with you, my dear. Slipping around, afraid we might be found. I know I can't forget you, and I've got to have you near. But we just have to slip around and live in constant fear. Though you're tied up with someone else, and I'm all tied up too. I know I've made mistakes, dear, but I'm so in love with you. I hope someday I'll find a way to bring you back with me. Then I won't have to slip around to have your company. Oh, buddy. You're tied up with someone else, and I'm all tied up too. I know I've made mistakes, dear, but I'm so in love with you. I hope someday I'll find a way to bring you back with me. Then I won't have to slip around to have your company. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, we've got some fine folks here from the great state of Mississippi. I know, and also we have some very special fans and friends. Old Henry Castle and the missus, they're from Mississippi. And, No, Jack, her name ain't Clyde. It's Bruce. Bruce Castle, that's her name. But we'd like to do one of our favorites for these fine folks and for everybody else that asked for it too. From Mississippi, one called My Mississippi Gal. Yeah? I can tell you're from the South by that big smile on your mouth. Mississippi gal, I love you. And when I hear you call, come on and here you are. Mississippi gal, I love you. Now picture a cottage built for two, way down south where dreams come true. Finished in that southern style, drives me crazy all the while, and I'd walk 1,000,000 miles for a great big southern smile. Mississippi gal, I remember some fine day I'll be heading back your way. Mississippi gal, I love you. And when I hear you call, come on in, here you are. Mississippi gal, I love you. Now if you'd make up your mind today, I'd give my life, but that ain't hay. I'm so tired of roaming round. With a gal like you, I'd settle down and I'd walk 1,000,000 miles for a great big southern smile. Mississippi gal, I love you. Thank you very much. Y'all are real wonderful. By the way, we'd like to go back and answer some more requests for a real old timer. We don't get too many requests for this one, but it's always been one of my favorites. And Cal, did you write this? Request a birthday song for
Ivan Doney, I think it is. And,
Ivan Doney?
yeah, and
Doney
Lena Doney.
and Lena. And
Myrtle.
Lydia, I believe that is. Lydia.
Lena,
And Myrtle, Lydia. Myrtle or something.
Velocius or something.
That's a good old.
His name is a Whopper.
That's a good old Italian. No, it's not Italian. Anyhow, for Myrtle too. We'll do that. I don't know whether this is appropriate or not, but we'll do it anyhow. Here's one we promised way back there, and I hope these folks are still here. One of my favorites I wrote about 1948. I know 3 people remembered it. They asked for it. One called "I'll Take a Back Seat for You," Leon. When life's storm seemed to shake you and all your friends forsake you, I'll still take a back seat for you. Though your troubles may be plenty, in your pocket not one penny, I'll still take a back seat for you. The kind of love I have for you, dear, is the kind that comes right from my soul. It's the kind that keeps on giving, and as long as I keep living, I'll still take a back seat for you. Hallelujah. You may wind up in the gutter, be turned down by your own mother, I'll still take a back seat for you. Your whole family may disown you, even claim they've never known you, I'll still take a back seat for you. The kind of love I have for you, dear, is the kind that comes right from the soul. It's the kind that keeps on giving, and as long as I keep living, I'll still take a back seat for you. Thank you. You know, talking about some of our older songs a while ago, here's one that we promised some folks we'd do on this first appearance. Incidentally, In case I don't happen to sing your particular favorite this time, we'll be back with you throughout the evening, along with all the troubadours up until 1:30 in the morning, so I think we'll be able to get to all of them. Here's another one of our newer ones. We promised a couple of boys that, they had a couple of drinks out there. One of them said, pass the booze, so we're going to pass the booze right now, Leon. Been with friends all day, it's no good, I'm still lonely. Seems that I just can't forget the one and only. So there's just one thing left to do if I intend to sleep tonight. So put the bottle on the bar and let me do it upright. Please put the bottle on the bar where I can pet it and take my address down before I forget it. I've got a feeling someone's gonna have to take me home this time, 'cause I'm gonna sit here till I get her off of my mind. My baby's gone, 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 and I'm alone, so, so alone, and I've got nothing else to lose. So bartender, pass the booze. Oh, buddy. Down before I forget it. I've got a feeling someone's gonna have to take me home this time, 'cause I'm gonna sit here till I get her off of my mind. My baby's gone, 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 and I'm alone, so, so alone, and I've got nothing else to lose. So bartender, pass the booze. Please bartender, just pass the booze. Thank you very much. We're going to go back and do another one of the old timers here. I don't mess this thing up here. Now it's a little better. One that Cal told me someone just asked for. Yeah, we'll get her in just a little. We won't have time before intermission to do all these, but we'll do them after intermission, those we don't get to now. Here's one, though, we promised on this first go-round. See if you remember, going back to about 1946, one called Warm Red Wine. Put a nickel in the jukebox and let it play, 'cause my heart is loaded with pain. Take the cork from the bottle of the warm red wine and fill my glass up again. Fill my glass to the brim till it flows o'er the rim, like the tears flow in this heart of mine. While I say so long to the dreams that are gone on account of the warm red wine. Oh, Leon. A prison of with its cold iron bars is no more a prison than mine. I'm a prisoner of drink who will never escape from the chains of the warm red wine. So fill my glass to the brim till it flows o'er the rim like the tears flow in this heart of mine. While I say so long to the dreams that are gone on account of the warm red wine. Thank you very much.
Here's a little instrumental number we'd like to do right now featuring Buddy Charlton and Leon Rhodes. And this will be in our next Texas Troubadour album that will be out along about 7 or 8 weeks from now. At least we hope so anyway. A thing called the Sea Jam Blues. This was Buddy's record, but it's not really. It's Buddy and Leon Rhodes' record. They both share the royalties off of it, and they both do a mighty fine job of picking on it, too. We'd like to turn the microphone once again over to our drummer boy back here, Mr. Jack Green. He's got a lot of requests he'd like to take care of, so here he is once again. Let's make him welcome Mr. Jack Green.
Ted Defferman song we recorded recently by Ray Charles in the Country and Western album, a thing called Born to Lose. Born to lose, I've lived my life in vain. Every dream has only brought me pain. All my life
to get Jack Green back here to join in with me. Jack, you set your mic back up there and help me out with a thing here that Wilma Lee and Stoney Cooper's got out now that's really making a big hit across the country. And Don Gibson originally recorded this song here a few years back, and I think Don is also the writer of it, a tune called I Couldn't Care Less. I couldn't care less, couldn't care less. That's what I say when they ask me about you. Tried to hold on to pride, but they know I lie when I say I couldn't care less for you. There was a time when in your heart you loved me. I knew it, anyone could plainly see. But someone new came by that you loved better, and now I'm left with only a memory. I couldn't care less, couldn't care less. That's what I'll say when they ask me about you. Tried to hold on to pride, but they know I lie when I say I couldn't care less for you.
Sing the song, Calvin. Sing.
There was a time when in your heart you loved me. I knew it, anyone could plainly see. But someone new came by that you loved better, and now I'm left with just a memory. But they know I lie when I say I couldn't care less for you. When I say I couldn't care less for you.
Thank you. Right now, we'd like to answer a few more requests. Here's one we promised some of our ex-service fellows we do. Guys, I run into a couple. I've done forgotten their names, bless their hearts, but they saw our show down in Sumter, South Carolina, and I know y'all remember that with Buddy Lee when we played out there in the ballpark, and they had the wrestling matches, had the bear out there and everything. Remember the bear wrestling? Well, these folks saw our show down there, and I want to do this number for them and for all the ex-service fellows and servicemen that asked for it. One of my old-time favorites called the Seaman's Blues. Leon? On my way way to Italy from the Gulf of Mexico, riding on a tanker, feeling mighty low. My good gal's behind me, no loving for so long. I'm going back to Texas, for that's where I belong. Nights are so lonely on the ocean, too much time to dream of yesterday. If only I could carry out my notion and hit the trail for Texas right away. Leon. On my way to Italy from the Gulf of Mexico, riding on a tanker, feeling mighty low. My good gal's behind me, no loving for so long. I'm going back to Texas, for that's where I belong. I never thought when I was leaving I could get so blue out on the sea. But I'll bet you after all this grieving, it's that good old Texas all for me. On my way to Italy from the Gulf of Mexico, riding on a tanker, feeling mighty low. My good gal's behind me, no loving for so long. I'm going back to Texas, for that's where I belong. Right now, though, let's all walk that floor one more time, and we're going to Spokane, Washington, and y'all go home and go to bed, doggone you, but let's walk the floor first. You left me and you went away. You said you'd be back in just a day. You broke in your promise and you left me here alone. I don't know why you did, dear, but I do know that you're gone. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Ah, Leon. Now, darling, you know I love you well. Love you more than I can ever tell. I thought that you wanted me and always would be mine, but you went and left me here with troubles on my mind. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Oh, buddy Leon. Now someday you may belong lonesome too. I hope to heck you are. Walking the floor is good for you, you rascal, you. Just keep right on walking and it won't hurt you to cry. Remember that I love you and I will the day I die. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Here's one, though, that we got from one of our newer songs that kind of expresses our feelings to all you folks for coming out here to the Spanish Castle tonight. One called Thanks a Lot, Leon. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart. That's all I've got. You made me cry, and I cried a lot. I lost your love, honey, thanks a lot. You told our friends as I was passing by that you're not sorry, that you made me cry. You said I deserve just what I got. Well, if that's how you feel, honey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, that's all I've got. You made me cry, and I cried a lot. I lost your love, honey, thanks a lot. Oh, Leon. Played the part. Now all I've got is a broken heart. We loved a little and laughed a lot. Then you were gone, honey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, that's all I've got. You made me cry, and I cried a lot. I lost your love, honey, thanks a lot. Well, about all we can say there is another thanks a lot. They're real fine. Here's one, though, called You Don't Have to Be a Baby to Cry. You don't have to be a baby to cry. All you need is for love to go wrong. You don't have to be a baby to cry or to lie awake the whole night long. When you leave me, my golden rainbow disappears. Then you leave me a broken heart that's full of tears. These ain't raindrops in my eyes, why should I lie? You don't have to be a baby to cry. To be a baby to cry. All you need is for love to go wrong. You don't have to be a baby to cry or to lie awake the whole night long. When you leave me, my golden rainbow disappears. Then you leave me a broken heart that's full of tears. These ain't raindrops in my eyes, why should I lie? You don't have to be a baby to cry.
Here's a kind of a thing we can slow down things down once again to where y'all can get out and hug or wrestle or struggle, whatever you got in mind to do with each other. As long as it's legal, we're for you. I'm for you if it's not legal, but I can't get off the bandstand. This is an old Hawkshaw Hawkins recording that he made awful popular here. Well, it's not too old. I think he recorded about 1.5 years or 2 years ago. And this number, by the way, was written by Justin Tubb, Ernest Tubb's son, a tune called Lonesome 77203. And our number changed today, although I hated to. But each time the phone would ring, they'd want to speak to you. And it hurts to tell them you're not here with me. Maybe now old telephone will let me be. It's not in the book now, so you'd better write it down. Just in case your love for me should ever come around. You might want to call and break the news to me. Just call Lonesome 77203. I'm at Lonesome 77203. You're the only one I'm giving our new number to. So now if the telephone should ring, I'll know it's you. If you ever long for love that used to be, just call Lonesome 77203. Thank you. Leon, how's your voice? You been sick a lot? We had a request here for a bunch of instrumental numbers here by Leon Rhodes and Buddy Charlton, and one especially that I'd like to feature Buddy Charlton on. over here because we have this in our album called Ernest Tubb Presents the Texas Troubadours. And much to Buddy's surprise here a few weeks back, they pulled this out of our album and made it a single record, so Buddy now has a single record out on Decca Records, and his pocketbook's gonna be bulging. Here's Buddy doing a thing called the Panhandle Rag. One called Do What You Do Well.
when the postman delivered a letter. It filled her dear heart full of joy, but she didn't know till she read the inside. It was the last one from her darling boy. Dear Mom, was the way that it started. I miss you so much, it went on. And Mom, I didn't know that I loved you so, but I'll prove it when this war is won. I'm writing this down in a trench, Mom. Don't scold if it isn't so neat. You know as you did when I was a kid, and I'd come home with mud on my feet. The captain just gave us our orders, and Mom, we will carry them through. I'll finish this letter the first chance I get, but now I'll just say I love you. Then the mother's old hands began to tremble, and she fought against tears in her eyes. But they came unashamed, for there was no name, and she knew that her darling had died. That night as she knelt by her bedside, she prayed, Lord above, hear my plea, and protect all the sons who are still over there, and dear God, keep America free. Thank you. You're the shadow that haunts me every moment, a mirage within my heart, and yet so real. A memory calls and I must answer. A memory, that's all you'll ever be to me. You'll never let me hold another in my arms. I'm a prisoner to a memory, and I know, oh yes I know, our love has ended. A memory, that's all you'll ever be to me. Oh, buddy. Another in my arms. I'm a prisoner to a memory, and I know, oh yes I know, our love has ended. A memory, that's all you'll ever be to me. Thank you. Bless you. Here's one that I promised way back there, and I hope they're still here. Bless their hearts. One called Driftwood on the River, Leon. I'm just driftwood on the river, floating down the tide. I don't care where this old river carries me. I keep drifting just because my heart is broken inside, and I'm tired of wishing for what cannot be. I may meet some bit of driftwood lost the same as I, share a handshake and a tender tear or two, but it's always good luck, pal, we've got to say goodbye. I must wander on to keep my rendezvous, though I drift through town and city, I can never stay, for I find no place to call my home, sweet home. I don't ask for help or pity, I just go my way. All I'm praying for is peace to dream alone. I'll lay out. I'm just driftwood on the river, and I'm drifting on till this weary river meets the deep blue sea, where the deep blue sea may help me to forget someone, yes, the careless one who has forgotten in my heart I don't feel bitter over what has been. I feel sorry for the one I must forget. And instead of being someone with the world to win, I'm just driftwood on the river of regret. I got a cigarette, Carol. What am I going to do with it? Eat it?
Yeah, give it to me. Here's some water.
Boy, see, when you stand up here for 3 or 4 hours, you know, you're liable to do anything. But for Ollie and Whitey there, let's go back and see if you remember one back in 1942. I'll do this for all of you fellas who are having problems with your girlfriends and your wives. Called Take Me Back and Try Me One More Time. Yes, I know I've been untrue, and I've hurt you through and through, but please have mercy on this heart of mine. Take me back and try me one more time. If, my darling, you could see just what your leaving's done to me, you'd know that love is still a tie that binds. Take me back and try me one more time. I'll do it for you, Leon. Now in my dreams I see your face. It seems there's someone in my place. But does he know that you were once just mine? Take me back and try me one more time. If you'll just forgive me now, I'll make it up to you somehow. I promise never again to be unkind. Oh, take me back and try me one more time. Thank you. Best we could. Some of them I couldn't remember. But we certainly enjoyed being here with you, and we hope you've enjoyed our little visit. And we're looking forward to seeing some of you while we're up in this part of the country. Ask old Jack Roberts where we're going to be, and he can tell you where we'll be all the rest of this week. By the way, Jack Green, I almost forgot, but you know, in the boys' new album, and also Jack had a single record on this, and some folks have been asking all night if he was going to do it. Jack, if you're ready over there, here's Jack's big hit number that came out of the Texas Troubadours album, the one you bought tonight here. And Jack does a great job on Rex Griffin's fine country song called The Last Letter. Buddy, if you would.
Why do you treat me as if I were only a friend? What have I done so different and cold. Sometimes I wonder if you'll be contented again. Will you be happy when you are with her and know I cannot offer you diamonds and mansions so fine? I cannot offer you clothes that your young body craves. But if you'll say that you long to forever be mine, just think of the heartaches, the tears, and the sorrow you'll say when you are weary and tired of another man's gold. When you get lonely, remember this letter, my own. But don't try to answer, though I've suffered anguish untold. If you don't love me, then why don't you leave me alone? As I'm writing this letter, I think of the past and of the promises that you are breaking so free. But to this old world, I'll soon say my farewell at last. I will be gone when you read this last letter from me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That boy sings the soup out of that one, I'll tell you. While I smoke another cigarette, I want to turn all the Texas troubadours loose on an instrumental featuring our ex-Texas troubadour back here. Can't even talk, Jan. Jan Curtis on the drums. This boy has got a lot of good talent. So I want you to watch Jan, especially on this particular number. One called Hold It, featuring Buddy and Leon and all the troubadours, and especially featuring Jan Curtis. Boys, if you're ready, hold it. Leon, you got it ready over there? so much, Jan. That boy plays a lot of drums, I'll tell you for sure.
Here's a new Stonewall Jackson tune, a thing called I Wash My Hands in Muddy Water. I was born in Macon, Georgia. I kept my dad in the Macon jail. He said, son, if you keep your hands clean, you won't hear them bloodhounds on your trail. Well, I fell in with bad companions, robbed a man in Tennessee. Sheriff caught me way up in Nashville. They locked the jail and stole away the key. Well, I washed my hands in muddy water. Washed my hands, but they didn't come clean. Tried to do like Daddy told me, but I must have washed my hands in the muddy stream. When's my time up? He said, son, we won't forget. But if you try and keep your hands clean, we might make a good man of you yet. Well, I couldn't wait to do my sentence. I broke out of that Nashville jail. I just crossed the line of Georgia, and I can hear them bloodhounds on my trail. Wash my hands in the mud water. I washed my hands, but they didn't come clean. Tried to do like Daddy told me, but I must have washed my hands in the muddy stream. Thank you so much.
We promised the folks we'd do this again, called Pass the Booze. Been with friends all day, it's no good, I'm still lonely. Seems that I just can't forget my one and only. So there's just one thing left to do if I intend to sleep tonight. So put the bottle on the bar and let me do it upright. Please put the bottle on the bar where I can pet it and take my address down before I forget it. I've got a feeling someone's gonna have to take me home this time, 'cause I'm gonna sit here till I get her off of my mind. My baby's gone, 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 and I'm alone, so alone, and I've got nothing else to lose. So bartender, pass the booze. Oh, buddy. Put the bottle on the bar where I can pet it, and take my address down before I forget it. I've got a feeling someone's gonna have to take me home this time, 'cause I'm gonna sit here till I get her off of my mind. My baby's gone, 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 and I'm alone, so, so alone, and I've got nothing else to lose. So bartender, pass the booze. Please bartender, just pass the booze.
Thank you very much.
You left me and you went away. You said you'd be back in just a day. You've broken your promise and you left me here alone. I don't know why you did, dear, but I do know that you're gone. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Hallelujah. Now, darling, you know I love you well. Love you more than I can ever tell. I thought that you wanted me and always would be mine, but you went and left me here with troubles on my mind. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Oh, buddy, now someday you may be lonesome too. I hope to heck your heart. Walking the floor is good for you, you rascal you. Just keep right on walking and it won't hurt you to try. Remember that I love you and I will the day I die. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you.
Ernest, thanks for being with us tonight and putting on such a great show. And of course, the Texas Troubadours. Folks, you know, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but this great man got up on stage at 10 o'clock and he never left the stage. Let's hear it once again for Ernest Tubb and the Texas Troubadours.